Hi, I'm Maisie from HPC, and in this Toolbox Talk video, I will discuss event safety. I will outline the core health and safety requirements for events in the UK, plus I will discuss the significance and scope of Martyn's Law, a new legislation that aims to enhance security against terror attacks at public venues. Health and safety for events should be a top priority when planning an event. When organising an event in the UK, whether it's a music festival, sports competition, conference, or a local fair, comprehensive planning is required to ensure the safety of attendees, staff, and the public. The UK has a robust legal framework governing health and safety, with numerous statutory responsibilities placed on event organisers. There are several core health and safety requirements for events in the UK. These include risk assessments. Under the Health and Safety at Work Act 1974 and the Management of Health and Safety at Work Regulations 1999, event organisers are legally required to conduct a risk assessment. This process involves identifying hazards such as crowd surges, fire risks, and weather conditions, assessing the likelihood and severity of harm, and implementing control measures to mitigate the risks. The risk assessment must be documented if the organisation employs 5 or more people and should be revisited and updated as the event planning progresses. Emergency planning. Organisers must have contingency plans in place for emergencies. This includes fire, medical incidents, structural failures, and evacuation procedures. These plans should be developed in conjunction with local authorities, emergency services, and site management teams. Crowd management. For large-scale events, effective crowd management is critical. Measures for managing this include controlled entry and exit points, trained stewards and marshals, barriers and signage, and real-time monitoring of crowd flow. Welfare and accessibility. Events must provide adequate facilities for attendees and staff, and these include clean drinking water, hand washing stations, first aid provisions, and accessible paths, viewing areas, and services for disabled individuals. Licensing and compliance. Many events require specific licenses, and these include temporary event notices or premises licenses under the Licensing Act 2003, public liability insurance, noise regulation compliance, food and hygiene and alcohol service adherence. In recent years, growing awareness around public safety has led to new legislation proposals such as Martyn's Law, which aims to enhance security at public venues. Martyn's Law, officially known as the Terrorism Protection of Premises Bill, is named in honour of Martyn Hett, one of the victims of the Manchester Arena bombing in 2017. The law aims to ensure that venues and event organisers are better prepared for terrorist threats. The proposed legislation introduces mandatory security duties for certain public venues depending on size and capacity. Its core goals are to ensure public venues assess terrorism risks, improve their preparedness for attacks, mandate appropriate training and response procedures, and encourage proportionate and cost-effective measures. Martyn's Law categorises venues into 2 tiers, the first being standard tier, and this is premises with a capacity of 100 to 799 individuals, and enhanced tier, and they are premises with a capacity of 800 or more individuals. Both of these tiers will be required to undertake terrorism risk assessments, implement reasonably practicable security measures, have clear evacuation and lockdown procedures, and train staff on how to respond to threats. The enhanced tiers premises will face additional duties that include appointing a designated senior officer to oversee the security planning and liaising with security services. The law will apply to a wide range of venues and event spaces. This includes concert halls and theatres, sports arenas and stadiums, shopping centres, conference centres, and outdoor event locations such as festivals and fairgrounds. This legislation is not designed to place an excessive burden on small businesses or community groups, but to ensure a minimum common standard of security preparedness. As of mid-2025, Martyn's Law is progressing through the legislative process and is expected to be enacted soon. The UK government has committed to supporting affected businesses through guidance, training resources, and compliance assistance. Here at HPC, we have knowledgeable and experienced consultants who can support you with implementing safety measures and documentation for your event. Please do not hesitate to get in touch with the team today for health and safety support.